Welcome, everyone, to Season 5, Episode 12 of Kicks at the Castle, a podcast by three sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. As Walt would say, to all who listen to this happy podcast, welcome. My name's John. I'm going to be your host. I'm joined, as always, by my man, Matt.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
We've got Ruby.
Hello.
All right, we got a great show planned for you this week. We're going to catch up on some news items. We got our regular bit of the feature. This week in World versus Land, we are going to look at the Fab Five's representation in Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. Ruby's got a plant-based option of the week for us. We're going to catch up with some recent trips on property and jump into the DMs. But first, let's do pickups.
Pick it up, groove. Baby girl, watch how you move. What? I got them vents on my shoes.
Matt, you got anything for us this week?
I actually forgot to bring them in, but nothing too crazy. I mean, I just got two more pairs, size 7 of the Reimagined 3s.
How's the QC? Everybody wants to know.
They're still in the box. I didn't even open them yet. I should probably open them, but yeah, they're literally just by the front door. I'm most likely gonna return them. Or if you're looking for a size 7, I have 2 pairs.
I was gonna say, is that size reselling at all?
No, I don't think so.
Ruby, how about you? You got anything this week?
Well, the only sneaker purchase I got was not for me, but I did pick up one of these cutie pies.
What? Ready?
Yeah.
Cheers.
So this bucket from Toontown is super cute. Got like the little blanket style.
That's so cool.
My favorite is like this little ant up here just munching on its little sandwich. The like Mickey heads up here and the little ant here. So I think this bucket is just like so freaking cute, especially with the Mickey hand handle. John sent me a picture from the park and I just had to run over there and get one myself because they're just so freaking cute. Got the little stickers up here. So yeah, it's just a super cute bucket, but I just think the little ant eating the sandwich, I don't know if you can see his tiny little sandwich, but it's just like the cutest freaking thing. So,
does it come with the
Tell us what snacks you
blanket?
got inside?
no, it does not come with the blanket, and they stopped giving them by the time I got there, but
I got the blanket.
someone else got one. That's all I got. It's been not a lot this week. So
Oh, that is a
I
light-
already ate my power lime. It was bomb.
You know what's funny is that when I think it was John that posted it, I thought they were sour straws. I didn't know it was taffy.
No, it's taffy and it's bomb.
Yeah.
You didn't eat. Are you gonna eat yours?
You're about to eat it now?
Oh wow. Here we go. Live taste test.
Going live. Watch me pull out a
Oh, it's so good.
That's your first time tasting it?
Is it first time?
Wow.
It's very tangy.
Yeah, I liked it. It was
You know what?
good.
The sour doesn't hit you right away.
Yeah, it's not too sour though. Even the after sour is like it's just more like tart sour, not like
The little tart sour,
Like a
not
straw.
super sour.
yeah.
It's good. It's got a lot of flavor. It's got a,
Very flavorful.
it's very robust.
Yes.
More than a second bite.
Live.
Live. Should I
That's
do
all I
ASMR?
got.
All right, so pickups. I picked up some stuff. So you saw I got the picnic basket. My good buddy Matt and Griffin sent over a Skyliner purse for my wife. So I very much appreciate that. I met up with the homie Phil, who copped this shirt for me, the Nike Stussy. So he brought that to me in the parks this weekend. Was very happy to get that.
Hey, I love the font on the back of that shirt.
I know. Well, yeah, it's Laguna to Beaverton. It's
Nice.
Stussy's my jam.
Yeah, it's rad.
And I went crazy on the park merch. So I got this tee,
Oh, nice.
little Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway blue graphic tee. Got a lot of fun stuff on it. I'm not a big park merch guy, but wifey and I went matching hoodies.
Oh, nice. Is that embroidered or print?
It is embroidered, and I was having second thoughts, thinking about returning it. And my man Luigi happened to go, "Well, do you have any of the University Blue Jordans?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got the 1s, the 3s, the 6s." So Luigi was helping me style it while I was there. So anyway, so Luigi
Reach out to him for his services at LC.
Well, Luigi's my stylist. We copped the tote while we were in the parks as well, Runaway Railway, and it's actually a cold bag. So
I
it's
was
a
gonna say, it
decent.
looks like
It could be a
nice
cold
little,
or a hot bag though, because
lunchbox.
it's got foil.
Yeah, it's got the foil.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's got the foil inside. It's a decent size too. Amy was saying it was too big to be a lunchbox, and I'm like, I can make a lunch big enough to fit in there. So could be a lunchbox. And then we actually have shoes. So I posted a pair of my neutral gray low ones in the chat, and everybody told me that they were a 6 out of 10, and that's just not good enough. So got a new pair.
Ooh, fresh pair.
Neutral gray ones, got some freshies, little StockX tag on there.
You
But,
sold your other ones already, right?
No, I still got them. They're up for sale. I actually had an offer. Someone offered me like 125, and I replied, or I countered at 140. And they didn't say anything. And I looked at the guy's profile, and he's actually a sneaker reseller. So I figured, so I'm like, I don't know how much money he thinks he's going to make on them. So I feel like my price is probably good.
Yeah.
And then of course, much love to Ruby. We got the
Yay.
White Cement 3s reimagined, and just for all the haters out there, all the haters. There are many haters.
Damn. What's going on?
Everybody's hating on the Jordan QC,
You got matching thick boys.
Yeah, matching thick boys. Nice.
and also matches on.
Yeah, yours look nice.
Nice.
So I think I got a really nice pair.
Mine are not, but I still love them.
So shout out to Jordan Brand for doing a great job with QC. Much
Come on
love,
now.
guys. And thanks again to Ruby. I was really excited. It was an emotional roller coaster on drop day.
Yeah, I was glad to help.
So wait, do you guys do handoffs in the parks, or do you guys like meet up in the parking lot?
We talked about it a few ways. I was going to try to swim by her house, but the freeway is closed by her house because of flooding or a sinkhole. And
Oh,
then,
dang.
and she ended up leaving before I did to go to the parks. So she parks. It's just like a DCA starter versus a Disneyland starter. She is a structure parker, and I am a Toy Story parker. So it just didn't mesh. Had I been there first, I would have asked her to bring it in, and I would have just dealt with it all day. But since she got there first, I didn't want her to have to tote it around for a bunch of time. So at the end of the day, I walked to their car, got it, and then I took it through security and then went to the other, because it's like both ends of downtown Disney, right? You take the trams, you go that way, so we go the other way to take the buses. So security tried to confiscate them. They thought they were nice.
Yeah, I was gonna, if John parked in the structure, I was just gonna unlock my car when he got to it so that he could take him out, and then he was gonna do a live unboxing from the back of my Tesla, but we just ended up going over there together.
The plan was I was going to go sit in the back seat and do a video while I was in there. Didn't work out. But yeah, I still think I'm still a bullseye Toy Story parking lot guy. Ruby she doesn't have me convinced. So
You don't have me convinced. We're just gonna have to live on other sides.
We are from opposite sides of the track.
We are. I'm a DCA starter and a structure parker. You're a land and a Toy Story parker.
That's it. But yet we're still friends.
Look at that.
Look at all the common ground we do have. Anyway, well, let's jump into Newsies.
Newsies.
Matt, what do you have for us this week? You are first on the rundown, so I don't want.
I see that. I'm looking here. I see my name is first. But yes. So first up in sneaker news, reseller gets order canceled from local shoe shop due to his Instagram showing he is a reseller. So I guess Nike isn't playing around with their new rules. Supposedly, yeah, if like certain boutiques and shops, like they run like raffles now, and I guess like if they see your Instagram, because I know a lot of raffles, you gotta like enter your Instagram handle, and I guess that's how they found them. But
so if you entered from TDHB shop,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking now. Well, I don't think I've ever entered as TDHB shop. Sometimes like I use like a burner account just because like I feel like, oh, this kid's a hype beast, or he doesn't deserve these shoes or something like that. So I always sometimes I use like a burner account just for that reason too. But yeah, wow. It was Exodus Ride Shop. Sounds like a skate shop, but yeah, they denied him.
That's cool. I like that. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I feel like especially for like small shops, because it's like they only get so limited pairs already, and then to like have them not go in the hands of people that like want to rock them, it's like not even good for them, right? Because if you think about just from like a word of mouth or like people tagging these days, people tag everything. So like if you cop your shoes from this shop, you might tag, oh, like, got what shoes I wanted from this shop. Like a person who buys them from a reseller is not going to do that because they don't know what shop they came from. And the reseller is not going to do that because they're not hanging on to the shoes. So just like from that perspective, like business wise alone, like there's really no benefit for them for it to go into the hands of a reseller versus a person who's actually like going to continue to support their shop.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess, I mean, it's a good way to like filter everything out too.
Seems like a lot of work. To be
yeah.
honest with the shops.
Well, I mean, if you're a small shop and you only get a certain amount of pairs, I mean, yeah, you just got to look at the winners and just look through their Instagram. But yeah, sucks for the guy, but I mean, hey, use a different handle next time.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for him.
I mean, maybe he really wanted to wear the shoes, but yeah.
He did say he
kinda
wanted
sucks.
to wear
Yeah.
them, but unfortunately his history proved otherwise.
But yeah, next up for Disney news, Tron Light Cycle Run soft opening starting now through April 2nd. Supposedly these have been going very fast, running out in, what'd you say, John? Less than 2 seconds?
I heard like 2.4 seconds because there's limited ride slots allotted to the virtual queue people, which is what I was accusing Disneyland of doing for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I know a lot of people have been wanting to go on this ride, so I'm actually going this Sunday for I'm going with Tony and his family. It's his daughter's birthday. And we're going to Magic Kingdom. So I guess I'm gonna be a guinea pig and test that out, see how fast they go.
Well, I will be there on the 11th as my first day. So I'm hoping with the soft opening over, there'll be more availability. Like I said, I also heard that you can't buy a lightning lane unless you're in a deluxe resort. Cannot verify that because I'm not out there to check. I think I looked this morning at like 9 my time and there were none available, but that's not surprising.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, on to me. Foot Locker to close 400 mall stores by 2026. I think it's predictable, right? Malls are dying. I mean, people they're changing the way they purchase things. I think they said that they're not moving fully away from brick and mortar. They're going to do some standalone stores. So I think they're probably going to take a look at where those traffic points are. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, but they're moving out of the malls, and honestly probably going to do better on rent if you're not in a mall as well. So it's just interesting to see how they're shifting. I also read that Nike and them are relooking at their relationship, because they still do move a large percentage of Nike shoes. So all that's still in play. Just going to be some changes. I know that Matt seems to get lucky every now and then on the Foot Locker raffles. I've had some luck from time to time on the Foot Locker raffles. I just imagine they're going to allocate more pairs for shipping than they will for in-store pickup if they have less locations. But anyway, I could just see it. Businesses got to make money. So I'm not mad at it. It's just one of those things. It's hard to find a place to go walk into a store and try on a pair of shoes if you really want to, other than the finish line that's inside of a Macy's or something, which who's there either.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then I saw this and found it very interesting. A new single rider queue system is unveiled at Disneyland. And for those that know, the former way to do single rider was you would go in the exit, and instead of going right, which is where all the people are coming off that were on the ride, you would go left. You go down and around, and you come in right where they're loading on the cars. And so it's like a group of 3 gets put on. They'll look at the single rider line, they'll grab one and put you in. The new way they're going to do it is you're going to go in by the lightning lane line, and they have actually split the lightning lane into 2 for single riders and lightning lane. And when you go in the building, they kind of stop you, and they're going to so here's a lightning lane group of 3. Okay, Mr. Single Rider, you go with them. And then now as single rider, I got to hang out in the whole queue with my new buddies, my new group of 3 that I'm hanging out with, which kind of awkward. I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, because you're still inside. You've got a decent way to go before you get to the front of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it is kind of awkward because at least if you're in cars, for example, radio racers, and you're in single rider line, you can still stand with the people you're with in single rider. And then once you actually go on the ride, you split up. But
Mhm.
this, if they're doing it that way at the line, it's like for every however many parties, like you could get put with a group of 3, and then if there's a bunch of groups that don't have any single riders, your friend could be like 14 parties behind you, just like in the line, like wait.
Yeah.
Or I could be with a group of 7 and be hanging out with a bunch of people I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a little awkward. Like I could,
Yeah, that's weird.
you know, it's I don't know if I like it. So anyway, I just saw that and I'm like, that's kind of weird. And it makes me kind of want, maybe I'll try it next time just to see how weird it really is.
I mean,
It's
I
gonna-
feel like if you really are a single rider, you're like just there by yourself. Like when I do solo days, I bring like a book with me or whatever when I stand in line. So I feel like for me it would be fine because I would just like read my book. And so like those people wouldn't feel obligated to interact with me and I wouldn't feel obligated to interact with them. But yeah.
So which one of you unlucky ones are right next to me?
Yeah.
Anyway, thought that was interesting.
Interesting.
On to you, Ruby. What do you got for us this week?
So first up is some Disney news. So the largest LGBTQ plus conference is going to be hosted by Walt Disney World, which is pretty exciting. Out and Equal is a workplace summit. So they are mostly work with corporations. I've had the pleasure of working with them in the past at my job. They're a great organization and their summit is always really great with many great speakers. It's super cool that it's at Walt Disney World because I've attended in the past and it was not there. So I feel like I would want to put in my hat at work to be like, hey, can I go to this conference? Just because it's at Walt Disney World. But I also think like it's an important statement for where Disney stands on this. And it's, I mean, I saw that they went in as a titanium partner, which is amazing because that means they're contributing a lot to the summit. But yeah, Out and Equal is, I read it's going to be hosted there for both this year and next year, which is really cool. Like I said, it's a really awesome conference that's, I think I've had a really great experience with in the past. So I was excited to see this for Disney and for them. And then next for some sneakers is these Stussy Converse Chuck Fossil. They look like they're like tan and they have like little pearls to make the logo, or I can't tell exactly what they are, but I just think they're really cute. I feel like you can actually dress these up to look really nice and throw like a cute like Chanel bag with these or something. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like these. I know that I normally don't wear like an all cream shoe, but for a Converse, I feel like I would really love to have a pair of these. And they have that cool font on the tag that your shirt had. Your Nike shirt had.
Yeah,
I'd love to have a pair, but they make my feet hurt just looking at them.
It looks kind of like, because I know that Converse or Chucks are usually made with like canvas. These kind of look like a fly knit a little bit, like a
They
fly knit with
do look like a fly knit.
mixed with like canvas a little bit. They look like they'll be more comfy than like a regular pair of Chucks. I did see that they had a black pair too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think they already loaded on they already loaded on sneakers.
they look cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's an all black pair, and then
Might have to look
the
it up.
pearl thing is black too.
Kind of like the cream because they look like I said, they look like they go with a cute Chanel outfit.
Yeah.
I love an all black shoe, so
You like a Chanel outfit too.
I do.
Bougie.
It's true. When you're
All
right, you're right.
All right, let's jump into fit of the week.
Everything that I do in life is supreme. Shoes, supreme. Shirt, supreme. Taco Bell, supreme.
Every week we pick a post where we were tagged or the hashtag Kicks of the Castle was used. And this week we have Coco Marie 36, recent guest on the pod. She's in the newly reopened Toontown, wearing the reimagined white cement threes. She's got some Mickey Mouse stance socks and the Disney 100 Mickey Mouse sound cartoon spirit jersey. I was checking that spirit jersey out when I was in the shops, but I dropped a lot of money, so I had to. You got to pick your spots, and that was not the time for that. But dope outfit. Hope you had a good time at the opening of Toontown. Like I said, they did a really nice job with it. And if you would like to be featured, be sure to use the hashtag Kicks at the Castle with in your Disney Fit picks, in park or not. And now it is time. It's time for Land versus World.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Each week, we pick a landmark or an aspect from Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort, and we decide which park has it better. And this week, in honor of Toontown reopening, I want to talk about the Fab Five's presence in each of the flagship parks, aka Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. My personal feeling is that they might be a little underrepresented in Disney World. Matt, can you get your take on that?
Yeah, I don't even know why. Well, I guess it makes sense why you chose this, but yeah, there's not really anything. Well, I mean, also, I don't even know because Goofy at Magic Kingdom, you could have met him. I don't even know if it's back, but in Storybook Circus, which they don't have a circus there, by the way. You can meet.
But isn't Storybook Circus kind of like Dumbo Land?
I mean, that's where Dumbo is.
Right,
But,
and we got the Casey Jr.
yeah.
train.
No, we don't have Casey Jr., but we got.
Isn't that little play set? Isn't that Casey Jr.?
Oh,
the
with the
train,
water
train
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Casey
Oh,
Jr.
yeah, I think it is Casey Jr. Yeah, and then
you
yeah,
got
we have
and you got the
Barnstormer.
big top, which is Dumbo themed.
Yeah,
Is that not Dumbo Land?
yeah, I guess it is Dumbo Land. But I mean, when it comes to Fab Five, I mean, yeah, we don't really have anything. I mean, you can meet Talking Mickey at City Hall or Town Square Theater. I forgot what it's called. I don't even know if you can even meet Pluto there. Yeah, I don't even know because I mean, in Disneyland, you can just walk up and meet the characters. Here, you have to like actually wait in line to meet them. So, I mean, I'm not the biggest character meet and greet person,
No, but
anyways. But
yeah, no, it's not even. I mean, that's part of that. That is part of it, right? Because I mean, there's a certain age group that's what they want to do. I just mean it's
Yeah.
like, you think about, oh, well, that's the castle. Well, that's not Mickey Mouse's castle. That's Cinderella's castle.
Mhm.
It's like I just feel like I think that it felt weird that the Runaway Railway is in Hollywood Studios because it feels out of place there. But then where is where is Mickey Mouse's place in Disney World other than he's the landlord? He owns it
Man
all.
has no place.
yeah,
It's like you guys evicted him from his house.
yeah, we don't have. Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah. No, I did pick this topic. I know we debated. It was a Toontown Fair. Is that what it used to be?
Here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was
Because,
just Toontown.
Wasn't it? Because it was like his vacation home, wasn't it? Wasn't that the story?
I forgot.
I don't remember. But no, I mean we did our Toontown versus your Toontown. But I wanted to get some extra time to talk about what a good job they did. Ruby, why don't you
Yeah, it looked great.
tell me what your thoughts are of how they did it.
Yeah, I think they absolutely nailed it. I think if you loved Toontown before, a lot of the stuff that you loved, you still see it. It's still the same vibe, but just like upgraded and better. So I feel like we didn't lose what we had with Toontown before. They just made everything better. The fountain when you walk in the middle is just like so freaking adorable. All the like play area and the grass area for like the kids to run around or just to like sit and chill. I just am so excited to have such a cool place to just go sit and just chill. I think we were there for quite some time the other
I was
day.
gonna say, how long did we spend in Toontown? I felt like we were there for at least an hour and a half, if not 2
At
hours.
least, yeah. And we were just chilling, like just
We were sitting at a table.
cool environment. To your point, like with the characters, I'm not necessarily always gonna wait in line to see a character. Every now and then I'm like, okay, I need to go chat it up with my dude McMouse or something. But like even sitting there, they had Daisy like coming around to the table. So like, hey, if you're sitting at a table and you want to meet Daisy, she's gonna come around. And just like there's John with Daisy looking all cute. But yeah, so just like doing
She's all over me.
yeah. And he's like, hey, get out of here. But yeah, I just think, I don't know, I absolutely loved it. The details, like the manhole that I took a kick pick on is like gonna be a definite like constant photo spot for me. It's just perfect. All the little details are amazing. Everything's so cute. I can't wait to like go back and like walk around it more. It was a little bit crowded, so even the gift shop, I feel like
A little bit.
enjoy. I mean, I saw it on Sunday and I was like, oh, we got off light yesterday because it looked absolutely nuts. So as
Like
people-
you didn't even know it was open. I messaged you and said,
Yeah.
hey, they opened, come over.
I know. I was so glad that you did because I was just glad to spend time over there for the rest of the day. It was awesome. I
Yeah,
loved
you
it.
never left. You when we left Toontown, you went home.
Yep. I didn't need to go anywhere else for the day, honestly. Like, yeah, it was great. I think it's, like I said, it's stays true to what I've loved about Toontown, when like what I remember is for my whole life of going there. But like upgraded and new.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing the notable things that got removed, Chippendale's Treehouse is gone. They replaced it with a park. The Roger Rabbit Fountain is gone. They replaced it with a park. The Jolly Trolley is gone. Tracks are gone. The car is gone. That's where the new fountain is. And honestly, so the gift shop is gone, but there's a new one, which is actually better because I feel like the Toontown gift shop only had a bunch of crap in it. And I don't think it was a good gift shop, and this one is. To me, the most notable thing that's missing is Clarabelle's ice cream, because that's the spot. I like getting ice cream there, and it is gone. But they definitely added way more than they subtracted. So it's a great spot. And like I said, we were sitting around. Daisy made the rounds twice while we were sitting there. That's how long we were there. She came through twice, and then Goofy came through up by City Hall and waved at all the crowds. So I mean, just sitting there eating, we had 3 character interactions. So anyway, it was very well done. I just don't know what Disney World has that's even close to the same thing. I don't know. I can't wait for you to come out, Matt, because I know you'll enjoy it. So anyway, I'm just going to mark that up for a win. Disneyland dominates.
That wasn't even fair.
It wasn't. But what are you going to do? I've teed you guys up before. Teed ourselves up this time.
I do gotta say though, World has been on the struggle bus with the last several episodes for Land vs.
Well, I'm coming out there and I'll look for some positives. Okay.
All right. Yeah, all right.
Maybe I'll do like Tron, some kind of a Tron thing.
Like who has a better golf course?
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, let's catch up with our recent trips on property, since Ruby and I have been dancing around the whole thing. This is a segment where we get into our recent trips with trips and drips. Why don't we let Matt go before we get back into Toontown talk? Take a little break. That way everybody can forget it. We can repeat ourselves for a third time.
Well, I said I was gonna go last week, but I did not.
What?
Yeah, but a couple of birthdays this weekend. We already made our park reservation. So on Saturday, it's one of our friends' birthdays, and she wants to drink around the world at Epcot. So we're gonna do that. And then on Sunday, like I said earlier, it is Tony's daughter's birthday, and she want to go to Magic Kingdom. So we're gonna hit up Magic Kingdom, and like I said, I'm gonna try to do see what the virtual queue and I don't know if I'm gonna get Lightning Lane, because I feel like I gotta be on like 2 phones to do that. So I'm just gonna try the virtual queue and see what happens. But I will report back next week. And
Let me know what you find out, because I feel like since I'm a resort guest, I'm going to have an early shot at Lightning Lanes. Does that sound right to you, Matt?
I mean, I feel like everyone has the same shot. It's just battle of who has the faster internet.
I thought it opened earlier I thought like resort guests could get in at 7, and then if you're not staying in a hotel, you can't get it. You can't buy
for
opens.
For individual Lightning Lane.
Yes.
But for virtual queue,
I don't care.
At 7. Yeah,
Matt, I'm spending like $4,500 to come out there. I got no problem with paying for a Lightning Lane to ride Tron. It's not because my wife won't ride it, so I'm only got to buy one. So like I said, I would like to ride it when I'm there, but let me know how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's it. All right. Ruby, why don't you let us know, and then I'll leave out all the duplicate stuff when I talk. Basically the last 3 hours of my day.
Yeah, so I went to the park on Saturday. I started at DCA. Luigi and I were planning to go and use most of our sip and savor because we had it left over from the time before. So our plan was to eat a bunch. Also, Felix was going to the park that day with her daughter, so planned to meet up with her or both of them. So that's what we did. We went around, tried a bunch of food, went on some rides that her daughter would enjoy or could go on. So we did Mater, Midway Mania, and then we grabbed food from LA Style, which was really, I always like their stuff because they have the glazed pork belly with the mac salad with the togarashi seasoning. So I always love getting that one. It was as delicious as I remember last year. Also, they have a Impossible Euro pita like bread thing there that I also really love. So used 2 tabs on that. Luigi doesn't love the Euro one because it's just kind of like it has like these crispy chickpeas on it that are pretty spicy. So I really like it, but it's not his fave. He does like the pork belly though. So we had that. I had the tiramisu churros, which I really wanted to try because I love tiramisu. They were good. I didn't really get like a overwhelming tiramisu flavor. The like drizzle had like the hint of coffee taste, but I felt like the dusting on the churros was so much stronger than the drizzle that it like just didn't overly taste like tiramisu to me, but it was really good. So I tried those and then went over to Paradise Garden Grill and got some food over there, which I'll talk about in the plant-based options. So then John let me know that Toontown was actually open because it was supposed to be the opening on Sunday, and he said it was soft open and sent a picture of his cute popcorn bucket. So I let Felix know, and we decided to trek all the way across over there and just hang out. We went into the shop. They did have a new lounge fly, which I was thinking about getting, but it's a little bit too much white for me, but it was really cute. So if you like lounge flies, they have a specific Toontown one. And then we just got a really good table. So tried some snacks over there. I got the corn dogs. They're mini corn dogs. So I love mini corn dogs. I always feel like they're the perfect amount of hot dogs. I don't love hot dogs that much. So like a mini corn dog is like the right amount. I thought they were pretty good. The cornmeal was like definitely more cornmealy than some other ones, which is like a little more grit. So I liked it. It was really good. And then yeah, I had overall a really great day. It was the first time that Felix and her daughter got to ride Mickey and Minnie's in Disneyland. She's been on it at World. So that was fun. We had all of us in one big car, which is nice because we met up with Phil and Ashley over there and baby Ruby. And so Ruby and B got to run around on the kid grass for a little bit while we were all just hanging around and taking in the environment. It was a really good day. Love when we have like these impromptu big Kicks at the Castle meetup. It was like a really solid squad, enough to fill up
Huge
a
FOMO.
car. Yeah, it
Huge
was
FOMO.
The fact that we filled up a whole railway car, I thought was awesome.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like perfect. It was a perfect day.
So it's just a soft opening.
No, it opened the next day. Like
It opened the next-
Oh, okay.
Josh Tomorrow was there on Saturday. But they did they did some speeches. They actually had film crews running around the park on Saturday as well.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I saw some guy on a TikTok like eating a churro or something with the Buzz Lightyear jersey.
yeah, did you see that review? I'm in the background of some TikToker who's got a couple million viewers, and you could see my Buzz Lightyear jersey in the back.
Yeah, we kept seeing people like run up to this guy and be like, "Hey, can I get a picture of you?" So we're like, "Who is this guy?" And then the table next to us told us. So then John made his TikTok entrance through this celebrity.
Well, I'm actually a trip behind. I went the week before, but I didn't podcast with you guys.
Mhm.
That was actually my
off.
weekend off, remember? And Amy and I sat around on Saturday and we're like, kind of bored. Let's go to the parks tomorrow. So I was able to grab a reservation. We didn't have any reservations for dining or anything. I wore the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. We went up there. We ate at the Plaza Inn. They had the fried chicken. We did a few rides like Toad, Jungle Cruise, Pooh, Mickey's and Minnie's. I think we spent like 5 hours in the park. We weren't there that long. It's just one of those things where we just didn't have anything major planned. So we went up for an off weekend, which was super nice. And then as Ruby said, we went up Saturday. I wore the Union by AJKO Lowe's. I went stripeless. I kind of like the Union LA logo in the swoosh area.
Mhm.
We actually started out because we got there about an hour before our lunch. I had a Carnation Cafe reservation, so we spent a little bit of time walking around doing the egg extravaganza. Still got a couple of blank spots. We didn't quite get around the entire park, but it's kind of a fun way to pass some time looking at some details that you don't necessarily always see. Carnation Cafe was awesome. My food was so good. I got the wedge, and Amy got the braised ribs with mac and cheese, and we divvied it up. So we each got a little bit of each, but the food is so good there. And I know Ruby had a bad experience. No, I'm not diminishing your experience. I'm just telling you that mine was very good.
I mean, my food was good. My server was just not.
my server it wasn't like noteworthy, like, oh, that was the best service I ever had. It certainly wasn't lamplight lounge guy.
You can only go up from there, right?
No. So anyway, it was such a good meal, and we were stuffed, just absolutely. We actually planned on getting the apple pie, and we didn't. And I'm actually glad, because we had a paid lightning lane. I booked it while we were eating, so we went up to and rode. Actually, we went into the gift shop first and bought a ton of shit, because we saw the picnic basket, got in line for that, got that. We got the blanket, and then we saw there was a cast member that had the Chubby. Is that the bird's name? Chubes?
Yeah, the little
bird that's in the bird that's in the barn at the end of the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, there's a cast member, like obviously a higher up one, because she was not dressed in any Toontown apparel, but she had the Chubby purse on. So we're like, oh, we probably better go get that. Felt like that might be a hot item. So we went in there with discount. I think we spent like $230, something like that. We spent a lot of money.
Yeah, y'all came out like double bag.
I know. So we rode the ride. We walked around a tiny bit, went over, took a picture on the grass of the blanket, and we're like, oh, let's go ride Alice in Wonderland. So we're rolling out, and we bump into Ruby and Luigi and Felix and B, and we chit chat with them for a couple minutes, and then we go our separate ways. And we're heading over to Alice, and I'm like, I feel like we should have gone and hung out in Toontown, even though we were just there. And so we rode the ride, and we're like, I was waiting for Phil because I wanted to get my shirt. And he's like, hey, I need to get that picnic basket. And I'm like, all right, well, it sounds good. I'll meet you back in Toontown. So we went over there, and I'm walking around, and we're trying to figure out a place to hang out. And I'm looking around the tables, and there I see Ruby, and she was right. She had a really good spot, and there was plenty of room to expand. So we pulled up a seat. I think they were eating. Phil and Ashley came over. Phil had a mobile order. He started eating some food. I think he had the folded pizza, right? It was the flop over, pepperoni flop over, and he got some donuts. So I made a mobile order, and I got the pepperoni flop over. We got Daisy's goody donuts and the picnic time watermelon lemonade. Food was really good. The pizza did not give me heartburn. It's super greasy. As I was eating, I was telling him, I go, oh, it's going to give me heartburn because it's so greasy, and it didn't. And I couldn't tell you anything about the donuts because Amy ate them all without sharing. So I guess that means they were good.
No corn dog nugs?
I
got
not
corn dogs.
You know what? I didn't scroll down far enough because it's in the kid meal. It's not in the regular.
They did look smaller. Compared to ours.
Perfect.
Yeah.
They were perfect sized.
And then the picnic time watermelon lemonade was really good. And it comes with like 3 gummies, and the gummies were good as well. So Daisy came around a couple times. Baby Ruby and I went for a walk around. I decided that I need to get me one of those. So my daughter needs to get cranking out a grandkid for me. And then on the way to the parking structure, we had to stop. I can't believe Ruby didn't talk about this. We had to stop. We had to get a hand pie and a oatmeal cookie. Come on.
And my cheddar popcorn, which was so freaking bomb on Sunday. I was just binge watching TV and just chowing down on that Disney cheddar popcorn, which is like significantly better than any other cheddar popcorn. I don't know why it is, but it just is. And yeah, delicious.
But yeah, and I enjoyed my oatmeal cookie on Sunday. And like I said, we popped over to the structure, got the Jordans.
Who gets an oatmeal cookie at Disneyland?
I do.
Now you sound like John. Remember he said who gets a Rice Krispie treat?
Who gets a Rice Krispie treat? Jesus.
The oatmeal cookie.
It was good.
I'm with you. I mean, I'm never getting an oatmeal cookie over any treat, but hey, man.
I think I'm gonna get the hand pie next time. It looked pretty good. It was a strawberry flavor on Main Street. So anyway, well, that was my trip. I had a great time. I am off this weekend.
Allegedly.
allegedly off, an off weekend.
This man shows
Um,
up to work on his day off.
I know. So, all right, well, let's jump into Irv's plant-based option.
I ain't needing no beef, cause you know that I'm a vegan. I ain't needing no beef, compassion's what I believe in.
Ruby foreshadowed. Got something for us?
Yeah, so I finally got to go to Paradise Garden Grill. Their whole menu for the festival is plant-based, which is really cool. So I got 2 plant-based items, as savory and a sweet. I got the bulgogi fried rice, which was really good, actually. It's got like kimchi. I don't know what the fake meat that they're using for the bulgogi is, but I mean, I could tell it was not real meat, but it was flavored really well. So just the texture just was not as tough as meat. It had like the spicy cucumbers on it. The kimchi was good. It was just really good. I got the normal portion size. So I think it was like maybe 12 something with discount. Definitely a big plate of rice. So good for sharing with somebody. And then for the sweet, they have a peach and blueberry cobbler, and I love peach cobbler. So with the blueberry, it was also really good. I mean, you're not missing much on that. Probably like buttermilk or just like butter in general is probably what was not in there. And you really couldn't tell. It was delicious. Luigi really loved that. So since I chowed down on a bunch of the rice, he ate more of the cobbler, but it was really good. A little bit small. So it's like a small guy. So could be for one person or sharing. We had other sweets that day, so it was perfect for sharing. But both really good. I'm going to try the other plant-based options next time. They're just more Latin inspired, so I just felt like I wouldn't mix it with the Korean that day because I just wanted to keep the flavor palette separate. But yeah, highly recommend both of them. They were good.
Nice. When's your next trip?
Not this weekend, but the next. I think I have a reservation. And I
so
basically
both
try
of you
to book
guys
a
are off?
reservation. Yeah, I think so. I think
So
we
you're
have
going-
off
You're going
weekends.
April 1st?
Yeah, I think that's the next reservation I have.
I'm starting a DCA that day.
Ooh.
I know.
Every
taking-
now and then I throw a Disneyland as my start.
So you're
point.
going to go opposite of me.
Is there a reason why you did DCA or just
I am doing DCA because my son's going and he wants to do food and wine.
Yeah.
So we're just doing single park. We're going to stay in the same park all day. He wants to ride Soarin' because it's the California version, not the world. And got a lamplight lunch.
Yeah, I'm at DCA that day.
Okay. All right. So we got a few DMs. Matt, you didn't put in who these are from.
These are actually all from me. So
These are all from
I
you?
couldn't. Yeah.
No, so here's the first one. Does Disneyland have matching shirts, family matching shirts? The answer is yes, but not nearly as many as you guys. And the best one I saw was there was a whole family, and it was this summer. It was after we got back, and it was like Lewis family vacation. It was Magic Kingdom vacation, and I'm like, felt like I'm like I don't want to be that guy, but you know the Magic Kingdom is in Florida. You're in Disneyland.
Maybe they were just reusing them from
I
their.
don't know. It had the same year, so maybe they were doing both parks, but it didn't say coast to coast or man. Yeah, they had their Magic Kingdom shirts on in Disneyland. and
Was
I'm
it a
like,
big
oh.
family?
It was a decent sized group.
Oh
know,
gosh.
We're talking 8 to 10, something like that. Amy and I were both dying. I thought it was hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
But right, Ruby. I mean, you see a group here and there, but it is nothing like Magic Kingdom. I mean, dude, you're walking through Magic Kingdom, you could see 15, 20 families with matching shirts.
It's like almost comparable to like how you guys have the
Panda
the
Domes.
biker gangs.
The biker.
Yes.
I don't even know if the biker gangs are around now. I don't see them that
They
often.
haven't
I
been
know,
around
I
that much
haven't-
lately. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of
We
died
s-
out.
What we get is the boyfriend girlfriend shirts. I see that a
Yeah.
lot. I see that a lot.
Yeah. I do see that more than like the family ones. I
Yeah.
honestly
Like we finish
I-
each other's sandwiches.
Or
yeah,
the-
or like
I-
my
I
my
love you, I
Shootsy
know.
Poo, or
Yeah.
like my giggly
Yeah.
bear, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see those a lot. I honestly hate all of them. I hate the family ones. I hate the couple ones. There was one I saw where this guy had one and it said like my wife made me wear this dumb shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what Mickey one, and I was like, what? At least you're
Well,
honest.
and then you know, I do see that the dad's wearing the most expensive day ever shirt, and I just feel like, dude,
I'm broke.
like I'm just here to pay for everything, and I'm like, I hope you're not giving your kids that energy, you know,
Yeah.
because you are spending a lot of money to be there, and if that's what you're focused on, then you should not be there, right? You should be, you know.
But do you really feel like, I feel like when I see those, I don't think the dad is the person who was like, I think I'll get the like I'm broke shirt. I feel like it's like a mom who like wants to dress everyone up and she's like, this is funny. Like, I'm gonna make the dad wear this. I don't feel
Yeah.
like it's like I want to wear this like I'm broke now shirt. I don't ever get that sense. I get that it's like very like mom focused, mainly because when I see that, I also see the moms are like very intense people. I always spot them in like areas and I'm like, oh, this lady's got like control on lock. Everything is like going how she wants it. So I don't know.
I don't know, I
Yeah,
see-
it
I
was
see
it
all
was a
those-
huge discussion in the Discord. So, and I was like, wait, I don't think Disneyland even has like family shirts like that.
Yeah.
not, very few, very few. There's more panda dunks than family groups wearing
Yeah.
shirts.
I do feel like there is actually more of like family sneaker matching than there is
Oh.
of like family shirts.
I agree, 100. I see that. I see that quite a bit.
Yeah.
The squad shoe.
Yeah, for sure. I see that.
All right, last one. I think there was some discussion about this in the Discord, wasn't there? When eating string cheese, do you chomp the end off or do you peel it?
I peel. It's called string cheese for a reason.
I
Don't
don't
tell me you chomp.
drink cheese very often anymore because of my sensitivities, but definitely string it. I definitely do not like chomp it. I feel like if you want to chomp cheese, get yourself a Baby Bell and chomp that cheese. If you want a string cheese, then you need to string it. It's
Yeah.
in the instructions are in the name.
So here's the thing.
Don't tell
I-
me you chomp.
I used to be very meticulous about stringing the string cheese, and I'm actually a fan of Baby Bell. I would much rather have Baby Bell. But if somebody buys string cheese and it's in the house and you just want some cheese, I didn't go purchase said string cheese. It just happens to be string cheese in the house. And either way I look at it, I am a 50-year-old dude. And if I want a piece of cheese, I'm just going to fucking eat a piece of cheese.
But I feel
So-
like it tastes better stringed.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not saying I won't string some of it. I usually actually bite. Actually, I feel like if you bite the end off, it's easier to string it.
That I think is fair. If you take the
Yeah.
if you take the bite off the top, it's easier to string.
I'll
Otherwise,
accept that.
that like rounded part, and you got to like figure out
So-
how to get it stringing. But
But no,
So-
do I sit there and play with my food? No, I eat it.
listen, bro, at my office, they have square like Tillamook cheddar, a Baby Bell.
I have
or-
those.
If
I got a-
anybody's going in there and grabbing that string cheese and not one of the other ones to chomp, like
I
no,
got.
you're not
I
friends.
can tell you right now, I've got the Costco bag of Tillamook rectangles, and I eat those like one or two of those every day.
There's
I've got a bag of Baby Bells in my fridge. Currently, there is no string cheese, but if some string cheese appeared and I was out of the other cheese, I would just eat it.
So this is on topic, but I recently saw that they had plant-based Baby Bells. I haven't
Oh,
not
fuck
seen that.
that.
in-
Oh, I have
Guys,
seen
no
that.
plant-
I have not
I
seen
did
it
see
before,
that.
but I'm really excited about it because I love Baby Bell, but it's such a creamy cheese that it's like I can never
Yeah.
have it. So I was like, I really want to try these.
At the parks, right?
I don't know if they
Or
have
just
them
in
at the
gen-
park, but I saw
'Cause
that
it-
they exist now.
It's green, right?
Yeah.
Like the packaging. Yeah, I want to say I saw them at like at the resorts.
You
Yeah.
guys. I will say that one of the snacks I got in my picnic basket was a Baby Bell. Because when you buy the picnic basket,
Oh,
you get a
yeah.
drink. You get a drink and 3 snacks. Baby Bell is a choice.
Baby Bells are delicious. So think about how sad it is if you can't have dairy and how nice it is of Baby Bell to make a dairy intolerant inclusive cheese. It's not for you,
It's
John.
not- it's
For
not.
those
It's
of
not
us
cheese.
that are longing for the cheese.
It's not a cheese though. You can't have
Mm.
cheese. You can't have
It's
cheese without dairy.
cheese.
Call it something
It's
else.
cheese with a Z.
Call it something else. It's not cheese. All right, well, let's wrap it up. I want to thank everyone for listening forget to like, subscribe, leave a review for us. Check out the YouTube, join the Discord. Maybe Matt will release the deleted scene from this episode.
Yeah. Maybe just for the Discord.
Maybe for the Discord only. Put it in the Kicks at the Castle OnlyFans. We give all the really spicy stuff. We are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to tag us and use the hashtag Kicks at the Castle in your Disney Fit Pics. My name is John. You can find me on Old Man in the Sea. I mean, at Weekends with Walt. Ruby, how can the listeners connect with you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Rubes ROOBSS, supporting all the alternative food lifestyles.
Matt, how can the people hit you up?
You can find me on Instagram at the Disney Hype Beast, and you can catch me at the parks next Friday.
All right.
Nice.
This is Kicks at the Castle, season 5, episode 12, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.